What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of Self-Aware Sundays. Self-Aware Sundays, y'all. The series where I'm talking to the narcissistic people out there, y'all. This gives you an inner look at the mind of a diagnosed narcissist and how I've gotten to the point where I am now. 6 years of therapy. This month right here is my 6-year anniversary of therapy, y'all, which is wild to me. 6 years. That is crazy for me. 6 years of therapy. 2,000 days, y'all, since I started therapy. But yeah, today's episode is going to be talking about how narcissistic people that actually want to work on themselves have to want to work on themselves, have to want to seek help for themselves, not for their partners, not for their kids, not for anybody else, not for their spouses or anybody else. They have the main reason that a narcissist the narcissist that actually wants to work on themselves, the main reason has to be for themselves. They have to be selfish with their healing. And I had a good conversation with a guy the other day, and I was telling him this. You have to. You cannot, like, he's in therapy now, trying to work on himself, said he hit rock bottom or whatnot. But I was telling him, I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm going there, I'm trying to do this and that. And I was just, he was talking good, but I was just like, look, you have to do it for you. You cannot do it for her. You cannot do it for your family. You cannot do it for your spouse. You cannot do it. That can be part of it. That could be the underlying thing. But the main reason is to work on you. And a lot of people just like, well, why leave? Why can't they go for their family? Why can't they go for their friends? Like you said it before that you go to therapy for your family and friends. I was like, for your family, keep your family together. But the main reason I go is for myself. And this is the reason why, y'all. This is the reason why narcissists need to go to therapy for themselves and not for anybody else, mainly, is because if you go to therapy for someone else, you want that person to know. You want that person's validation. You will seek out that person's validation, and you will want to be validated from that person when you're getting help. When you make changes, you will want that person to validate you. Let's say I was going to therapy for my wife, right? Let's say the main reason I was going to therapy was for my wife. You said one of the main problems in our relationship was that, this is gonna be something silly. Let's just say one of the main problems in my relationship, right, was that I left the back door open. I know this is a stupid example, but this is the baseline, right? I left the back door open, right? All the time. One of the main arguments we get in is, you left the back door open again. You know I don't like the back door open. Somebody's gonna walk in here and kidnap us. Somebody's gonna take the kids. Somebody's gonna rob us. You keep leaving the back door open. Let's just say I go to therapy for her, right? And I tell the therapist, like, hey, look, I keep leaving the back door open. My wife is just, that's made of the main causes. You know, I leave the back door open. And my therapist's like, close it then. Try to, next time you go home, close the back door, see how it works out. And I go home, right? And I remember to shut the back door. I close the back door. And if I'm going to therapy for my wife, for my partner, whoever the situation is, I seek them out. It's like, look, honey, I closed the back door. I need you to validate me and acknowledge the fact that I did what you wanted me to do. You say, I need that validation from her that I did what I was supposed to do. I did something for her, so I need her to acknowledge it. I need her to just say, okay, you're fine. You did this. Thank you so much for doing this, Lee. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, honey. You're the greatest person in the world. You closed the back door. I know there's, like, insert your example here. If they cheated on you, and if they've cheated on you before and they had the opportunity to cheat, and then they told you about it, just say, hey, look, honey, I had the opportunity to cheat on you and I didn't cheat. Yay me. I love you. I'm going to therapy. Therapy is working for you. You see what I'm saying? If they're going to therapy for you, they need that validation from you. And I tell people, they're not, and I was telling people, I told other people this before, like, they're not going to validate you for doing the normal stuff that you're supposed to be doing. And they shouldn't have to. The validation needs to come from you. Nobody's going to validate me. Nobody needs to validate me for shutting the damn back door, for not yelling and screaming, for getting off of dating apps. Those are the normal things that I'm supposed to be doing. I shouldn't need validation from you for doing normal things that are going to make you happy. And I think it blew this person's mind. I was talking to you yesterday. Not yesterday. It was recently. And I just, oh, that makes so much sense. Like, yeah, you cannot go for them, because guess what happens? If I'm going to therapy for someone, right, and I need that, I shut the back door, and I said, I need that validation. I was like, hey, honey, I shut the back door. Are you proud of me? And they just like, you're supposed to do that. Thanks, I guess. Now I'm angry. You see what I'm saying? You see how now I'm resentful because I didn't get the validation that I needed from her. You see what I'm saying? I resent you for not validating me for doing the bare minimum. What? But y'all see, you get it right now. If I don't get the validation from you, now I resent you. Now I'm angry at you. You see? You see what I'm saying? Like, now I'm pissed off at you because I don't get the validation that I seek from you, that I need from you, that I want from you. Now I'm angry. Now the next time, guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to leave the damn back door open again because now you don't appreciate me doing it. You see, they have to go to therapy for themselves. Now, if I shut the back door, I pat myself on the back. Dang, good job remembering that. Dang, I'm proud of me. I say it out loud. Yo, when I do stuff like that, I say it out loud. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. I used to say I'm proud of you, but this sounds like I'm talking to somebody else. I'm proud of me. But you can say I'm proud of you. Like, say if a narcissistic person, if you're a narcissist and you make a discernible change, and you're not seeking validation from somebody else for making that change, you say, hey, I'm proud of you to yourself. That could be you talking to your inner child. You see what I'm saying? That could be your inner child talking to you. That's where the conversation can become. It doesn't mean you're crazy when you're talking to third person about yourself or something along those lines. I'm proud of you. That doesn't mean you're crazy. That could mean you're talking to your inner child. That could mean your inner child is talking to you. That's what I'm just saying. You don't seek out that validation from someone else when you do something that you should already be doing. Don't I know to you it's going above and beyond because it takes a little bit more emotional energy, a little bit more, actual thinking on your part to do this stuff. It takes time it takes a little bit more effort on your part to do this. So pat yourself on the back. When you are able to pat yourself on the back and don't need somebody else to do it, you are winning. I'm proud of you. And like I said, your partner is probably going to notice because, like I said, you're not arguing about it now. But once you start making that change, they'll notice it because now you're not arguing about it. Now you're veering towards a little bit more normalcy as opposed to you seeking them out for validation, you seeking them out for this and seeking them out for that. Now you have a little bit more normalcy in the relationship space. You see, that's what I'm just telling you. You have to go for yourself. You cannot go do it for somebody else. You can't seek validation for doing the bare minimum. It's like, oh, I did it. Hey, honey, I did. Hey, I know you hate it when I yell and scream at you. I haven't yelled and screamed at you in a week. Have you noticed? Y'all haven't argued. Of course they noticed. We haven't argued. Of course they've noticed. Hey, honey, I haven't belittled you in a week. I haven't emasculated you all day. Are you proud of me? You see what I'm saying? You see how that goes right there? You can't seek them out you can't seek that validation out from them because guess what? Sometimes you actually trigger them. And now y'all might be arguing because you triggered them. Why'd you bring that up? Why can't you just do it and not why do you need me to validate you? See, I don't need you to validate me. You the one, I'm doing it for you. So you see how now you cause an argument by seeking validation where you should have validated yourself. And self-validation, self-love is the most fulfilling validation and love there is. And that's why I'm writing my self-love course right now as we speak to help validate so many more people, to help so many more people grow, to help so many more people achieve what they want to achieve. You know what I mean? That's why I'm just telling y'all, do it for yourself. I know it could empower you, make you feel better, to go and treat your family better, to treat your friends better. It could be a very unique dynamic in that instance, but you want to do it for yourself. Do it for you, y'all. Do something for yourself. That's what I tell people. Go do it for yourself, y'all. You don't need validation from anybody else. Seek the validation from internally, and you will be better off for it in the long run, in the long term. If they do notice it and say it, I'll end it on this. If your partner does notice you making these changes, or your kids notice you making these changes, and they verbalize it, keep going. Keep going. Don't just stop now. Oh, they noticed, so I can stop. No, don't just stop. Keep going for you, and they will notice. My kids notice. My son hugs me all the time. He was scared to hug me. Now he hugs me all the time. He's annoying with his hugs. You know me. But I love it because my kids, I was raised in chaos. They were raised in love. And I love and appreciate that so much. I'm just like, I notice it. So I don't need it. I don't need them to say it. I notice it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of you for watching this and making it this far, y'all. So make sure if you want to, grab that self-love journal. This can help narcissistic people as well. It's not just for survivors and victims. It can help narcissists as well. But be as safe as you possibly can. Be as strong as you possibly can. I'm rooting for everybody out there that is rooting. I'm rooting for everyone that is rooting for themselves. And I also writing the kids book out to help kids deal with narcissistic abuse, toxic abuse, growing up in toxicity, coming from lack. It is coming out this week. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. Make sure you join my newsletter. The link is in the description of every video and podcast I do. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thanks for making it to the end of my video, y'all. If you haven't already, check out joining the channel memberships for behind the scenes perks, priority responses to the comments, and a few other things. Link in the description of every single video I do. Thank you so much.